Hello and welcome to another Buxton Barrowman video. Today isn't an episode because I don't really have much history to talk about, more so history to show you guys. Now this video has come across because a gentleman called John emailed me quite a while ago. I'm sorry it took a while to respond, but he said in response to my Harpur Hill video that there are some things that I should go and have a look at. And eventually I had. There's a tunnel and then a toilet block at the top. Toilet block is self-explanatory. It is a toilet block, and I'll show you guys at the end of the video. The tunnel, however, I don't know what it's for, and well, you'll hear my own internal dialogue, me talking to myself over the camera whilst exploring. Right, so I'm going to show you guys from the far end, and I'm going to walk myself out of this tunnel. There's more of an echo in here than I thought there was. I wasn't speaking in here when I just walked down. I'm shocked how long this is, and this is why I'm making a video, because I'm rather curious on what this tunnel actually is or was designed for. Now I've noticed that I've gone up a gradient only at the end here, which is peculiar. It's almost like they had a bit of harder rock and they started moving up and then they gave up. Because this isn't a collapse at all. You can see they stopped digging. And they stop laying the brick, and it just ends, which is puzzling. And it is relatively deep underground. It feels like a normal mine that I've been through many times. Look at the state of that log. I'm sure quite a few people in Buxton have explored this. I didn't know of its existence because I don't live up Harpur. I'm just kind of making a video for those who wouldn't be willing to go down here to have a look. It is rather muddy. Oh, would you look at this? So, it's pretty damn old then. So all the calcite has dripped from the quarry upstairs and all the limestone. And it's dripped down and it's made these little pools, which is very much like the Tulfa deposit that I showed you not too far away from here. It's made all these little pools, and it's almost on its way to making cave pearls. So it's all calcited, these rocks. It's making them smoother and smoother and tiny little. Eventually they'll turn into tiny little white pebbles. Very cool. There's a fair bit of water running down here. That is one of my thoughts on what this might have been for, is some kind of drainage. Maybe the quarry hit a point. Oh no, it's too high up for the water table, so yeah. Down a little stalactite. So it resembles a sewer, but it's very much like a mine in the same sense. But the brickwork is just, well, you wouldn't have brickwork if it wasn't supposed to be used thoroughly over a sewage with water or many people walking through it. It's actually more of a descent this way than I thought it was. And it does some twists and bends down here, closer towards the entrance. It's not a straight tunnel at all. Oh, I probably just stood in a puddle then. Does that go anywhere? We just gave it some room for drainage. Water lake, so a timber in the roof. It's just, there shouldn't be any deposits down here really for a mine. All bits of wood. It's thick. It's a thick tunnel. Probably just for this part because it's so close to the surface. Oh no. It's rather thick on this side as well. But there is nothing to mine around here. I get little bits of fluorspar and whatnot, but it's definitely not worth mining. And limestone isn't worth mining itself, really, especially when there's a quarry upstairs. Start to see daylight now. Oh, bugger. And there is a tiny little hole on the right hand side to daylight, which is very reminiscent of paths on a sewer leading out to houses or whatever. Can say it's a lovely view. It's nice and humid out here as well. Now I'm just going to check up on the other thing. The lovely person emailed me on the Harpur Hill site, and then I'll just end the video. Just something different, you know. Just before I get to the other location, you can see it's a wonderful day. There's actually people rock climbing the cliff face, and some people sat by the lake. So you can see why people don't want this quarry shut, even though it has the Blue Lagoon in it and it is toxic. See that one up at the top of the hill? That was one of the bunker style buildings that I showed you in the previous video about Harpur Hill. We're going to go to another one on the far side. It's a little risky because you have to sort of walk around the logistics company's land. So the gentleman on the email, I think he said this was a toilet block. It seems a bit weird for a toilet block placement and all, but he's correct. That is a toilet. Interesting. See, because of the little tower on the top and how far away I was viewing this building, I thought it was all made of concrete and that it had something to do with the tunnel system. It was the one ways in. I learned that eventually that wasn't quite correct. Well, not quite correct, it wasn't correct at all. Now it makes sense. That probably would have been a water cistern, a water tank up at the top. Interesting. It's an odd place for a loo, and I wonder how well that stacked up when it was a military base, because I would assume that's what it's from those days. Lovely view of Solomon straight ahead, because it's actually on the outside of the sort of classic MOD fencing. So it being here, maybe, well, it could have been the quarry, who knows, one of the toilets. Lovely. Might not be a usual episode, but I still cleaned up this video. One full wheelbarrow of rubbish, as per usual. Well, that's pretty much it from this video. It's not an episode. Hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, ta-ra!